Imagine this. A once powerful alliance is now at the brink of a major shift. One country, Russia, has taken a stunning action. That's shaking the very core of global trade. In an unexpected turn of events, Russia has imposed a massive tariff, a decision that could upend China's carefully crafted economic strategies and reshape how the world does business. But what led to this move? And what does it mean for the global economy, for nations caught in this tug of war, and for you as a consumer? Stay with me as we uncover the motives, the fallout, and the lessons hidden beneath this economic power play. To understand what's happening now, we need to look back at the evolving dynamics between Russia and China. For the past 2 decades, these two nations have maintained what seemed to be a strong partnership. They joined forces in energy deals, trade negotiations, and a shared ambition to challenge Western dominance. But here's the twist. In late 2024, Russia shocked the global market by announcing a 40% export tariff on raw materials. Now, these aren't just any materials. They're critical resources that China relies on for industries like technology, construction, and even renewable energy development. For perspective, in 2024, China imported over $129 billion worth of goods from Russia, including significant quantities of raw materials such as crude oil, natural gas, and metals. This new tariff could push that cost up by billions more annually. This isn't just a trade adjustment. This is a seismic shift in economic strategy, and it's sending shockwaves across industries worldwide. Now let's talk about how this impacts China. China's rapid industrial growth has long depended on affordable imports of raw materials, much of which comes from Russia. With this new tariff, Chinese industries are facing an uphill battle. The tech sector, which relies on these resources for semiconductors and battery production, could see costs skyrocket. Construction, a backbone of China's infrastructure boom, may also experience slowdowns as higher material costs ripple through the supply chain. But here's the bigger picture. This tariff doesn't just hurt industries. It also threatens China's broader economic stability. To offset the costs, Chinese companies might raise prices, which could trickle down to consumers. On a global scale, this could lead to higher prices for products like electronics, appliances, and even green technologies that rely on these materials. Now let's dive into the heart of this decision. Why would Russia impose such a steep tariff on exports, especially when China has been one of its most important trade partners? The answer lies in a mix of economics and geopolitics. In recent years, Russia has been navigating a complex web of international sanctions, declining revenues from traditional energy exports, and a growing need to diversify its economy. By imposing this tariff, Russia achieves several strategic goals. First, it discourages raw material exports to China and incentivizes domestic industries to process these resources internally, adding value before export. Second, this move aligns with Russia's long-term vision of reducing economic dependence on China, particularly as Beijing's influence in Central Asia and the Arctic has grown. And third, this tariff serves as a geopolitical statement. It reminds the world, and especially China, that Russia is not just a junior partner in their alliance, but a nation willing to take bold, independent actions to secure its own interests. Consider this. In 2024, Russia's non-resource, non-energy exports continued their upward trajectory, increasing by 5% in the first 7 months to $89.8 billion. This growth is partly due to Russia's strategic investments in domestic processing capabilities, aiming to reduce dependence on raw material exports. Implementing a new tariff could further accelerate this trend, prompting Russia to focus more on high-value goods and less on raw material exports. This strategy, while risky, positions Russia as a more self-sufficient economic power in the long run. So, what are the broader implications of Russia's bold move? The effects are rippling far beyond Russia and China, touching markets, industries, and governments around the globe. For Western nations, this development presents both challenges and opportunities. On one hand, higher costs for raw materials could tighten global supply chains, pushing up prices for everything from construction materials to advanced electronics. But on the other hand, countries like the US could step in to fill the gap, boosting domestic production and creating new trade partnerships to reduce reliance on Russia and China. For developing nations, the story is more complex. Many of these countries rely on affordable imports and could face rising costs that strain their economies. Take India, for example. As one of the fastest-growing economies, it imports significant raw materials for manufacturing. With Russia's new tariffs in place, India may need to seek alternative suppliers, potentially disrupting its ambitious growth targets. But the ripple effects aren't just economic, they're also political. This tariff has reignited debates about economic nationalism, supply chain resilience, and the role of global institutions in managing trade disputes. In essence, the single policy change by Russia is forcing governments and businesses worldwide to rethink their strategies in an increasingly interconnected economy. So, what does this mean for you, the viewer? It means the prices you pay, products you buy, and even the opportunities you pursue in the global marketplace could all be influenced by decisions made halfway around the world. As consumers, staying informed is your most powerful tool. Knowing how these shifts affect your daily life can help you make smarter choices, whether you're investing, shopping, or planning for the future. If you found this analysis insightful, don't forget to like this video, share it with others, and subscribe to our channel for more deep dives into global economic trends. And now, we want to hear from you. What's your take on Russia's bold move? Do you see it as a calculated strategy or a risky gamble that could backfire? Let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and as always, stay curious, stay informed, and we'll see you in the next video.